Welcome to It's the Groove, the podcast that takes you under the wrapper to uncover the hidden connections in the music we love. Hi, I'm your co-host Dave, and as always, I'm joined by my partner in pod, Kelly. Kelly, how does it feel to not have to be vivacious or effervescent today?
Well, it feels less stressful. No, we're gonna have fun with this one. This one is just something that we decided to throw together, and this should be a fun one for you guys to hear.
No, what do you mean throw together? We researched this for hours and hours and hours.
Not this
We
one. This one we just decided these are the
hush
singles.
you, hush you.
What?
You're telling our secrets.
Okay. You want me
You
to edit this part out?
No, you see, today we're going to deviate from our charter. Our charter,
Mm-hmm.
of course, is to bring you the hidden connections in the music we love. Now, in the process of doing a whole bunch of research for some upcoming episodes and combining that with some of the past episodes that we've done, we realized what we feel is a travesty. That is so many really good songs that were never released as singles. One night we just started having that conversation, and I think we came up with nearly 20 songs that we love that were never released as singles. And so, in typical Kelly fashion, she said, "We can't do 20, let's do 8." So that's what we have for you today is 8 songs that we love that were never released as singles. And in typical It's the Groove fashion, it's ladies first. So Kelly, what have you got?
I'm gonna start with my favorite band, of course, Duran Duran. And it's a song called
Naturally.
Vertigo. Vertigo, Do the Demolition. It was written by John Taylor, Nick Rhodes, and Simon Le Bon. It's from their fourth studio album, Notorious. This is when they became a three-piece from a five-piece, and it was released in 1986. This song easily became one of my favorites from the album, and I kept waiting for them to release it as a single, and it never happened. I love the chorus. Where's the real life in your illusion? On the dark side, your power is in confusion. You do the dance, do the demolition, and lose the chance to hear when you don't listen. In my opinion, Duran always has songs on albums that should be released as singles, but they never get released. Two that come to mind, and maybe we'll have them on a future podcast, are New Religion from Rio and Shelter from the Wedding album.
Well, what this tells me is that we're going to have to do our Duran episode pretty soon.
Maybe so. So let's take a listen to Vertigo, Do the Demolition.
Dropping the needle.
Turn it up to get sleazy, twisted in a vice. Nobody said it was easy. Just use your naked eyes. Oh, how to see and how to hide it. How to save it well. Maybe, you can take it and eat it. And chew your life supply. Where's the real life in your illusion? On the dark side, your power's in confusion. Do the dance, do the demolition, and lose the chance to hear when you don't listen.
All
Okay.
right. Now my first song is from Patrice Rushen. I know, shocked again, right?
Yeah.
And it's from her Straight from the Heart album. Now, we did a Patrice episode in the fall of 24, and I realized in doing research for that how many great songs she's put out in a variety. She did jazz, she did pop, she did R&B. And so, but this is one that I believe it was actually 3 years ago, we were doing an album review of this album because for those of you that don't remember, the number one track on that, Straight from the Heart, was Forget Nots, which is an all-timer for both of us, and also Breakout. And so both those were released as singles, as well as the song I Was Tired of Being Alone. Well, as we started going through this, the number 8 track on that album just kept coming back to me, and it became a total earworm. And that song is Remind Me. And so, by the way, there's one more song on here that I wanted to add, which was number 1, which is an instrumental. So there's all these great songs, and we're only really familiar with the top 2, Forget Me Nots and Breakout. But we think that Remind Me definitely deserves similar consideration. And this is one where Patrice shows off her amazing piano skills. Listen for a lot of the nuance, a lot of the technique that she uses in the piano. So let's listen to Remind Me. Kelly, what do you have?
My next song is Love Will Find a Way by Lionel Richie. I found out that this song had not been released as a single when we were researching for the Toto episodes. And it's from his second studio album, Can't Slow Down, released in 1983. I know I heard this song on the radio many times, so I just assumed it was a single. My favorite song from the album is Running with the Night, but Love Will Find a Way is definitely a close second. It was written by Greg Fillinganes, who is a favorite of the podcast.
Yep.
So,
But by the way, gang, keep that name in mind. And Faith, if you're out there, it's pronounced Greg Fillinganes. Little private joke, but yes, keep that name in mind for the future. Go ahead, Kelly.
No, that's it. Love Will Find a Way is one of my favorite songs by Lionel Richie, and here it is. What's next?
You know, Kelly, I love that song "Love Will Find a Way." And you're like you. I said I was surprised that that wasn't a single. My next song, you probably may not have heard of, although I know that you are a big Tears for Fears fan. So my next song is from Tears for Fears, the Seeds of Love album, which, by the way, I love the title track on that album. But the song I have in mind is Bad Man's Song. And that one has a little explanation to it. Bad Man's Song was the first song written for the album and has origins in some band drama that occurred during their tour for Songs from the Big Chair. So there was some drama that went on late one night in the hotel, and Roland Orzabal was, I guess, the target of some remarks that he overheard, and that became the genesis of the song. The Seeds of Love took quite a while to record, and in the midst of recording the album, Roland and Kurt went to Kansas City, Missouri to personally recruit a lounge singer that they had found during their a tour stop there a couple years earlier by the name of Oleta Adams, to come join the band for that album and to sing on 3 of their songs, one of which being Bad Man's Song. And it's her contributions that, for me, elevate this song, both in terms of her vocals. She shares verses with Roland, but also in terms of her piano work, which you can hear in the intro. There's also, we're going to use a live version of this song as a demo, and we'll link that in our song notes and our playlist. But that particular version has a part in there which is a section where Oleta and percussionist Carol Steele go back and forth, and it's really pretty cool. So this is Bad Man's Song off the Seeds of Love album by Tears for Fears. Kelly, are you familiar with that one?
I definitely am. I actually heard them play that when I went to see them in Toronto a couple of years ago.
Yes, I think you even sent me a clip from that, and that is absolutely one of my favorite songs. So here is Bad Man's Song.
For the saints that are quick to judge me, or for a bad man, this is the bad man's song. Built in the frame of a looking glass, used to shine on the mind where reflections pass, where the jigsaw pieces of a broken man sews together again. Lies in disguise in the name I trust. Put your head in the sand, it'll turn to dust. What's your problem? What's your curse? Won't it make the matter worse? In my head there is a mirror. When I've been bad, I've been wrong. Food for the saints that are quick to judge me. Oh, for a bad man, this is the bad man's song. They say they can move mountains, y'all. Fire can cleanse your soul. It can move mountains. Mind over matter won't stop on your chatting no. They can move mountains.
Kelly, you're up.
My next song is Keep Looking from Sade, and it's from
Woohoo!
their Stronger Than Pride album released in 1988. It was written by Sade, Adu, and Andrew Hale. It's one of those songs I know I heard on the radio, especially the smooth jazz station in Chicago, WNUA. Do you remember Keep Looking, Dave?
I can't say I remember it from the radio. I have listened to it, and when we were doing our Sade album, that one kept coming up as one that we loved. So yeah, I'm familiar
Right.
with the song, but I can't say I remember it from radio.
Don't understand why this one never became a single, but here we go. Let's listen to Keep Looking.
It's no use sitting down. Don't walk around with a frown. Oh no, keep looking. It's no use sitting around with your head in your hands. Oh no, keep looking. Some will tell you that you're wrong. You do it all the wrong way. Some will tell you that you're wrong, that you don't know the way. Enjoy gymnast, don't show your weakness. Don't let them bother you, no. Enjoy gymnast, don't show your weakness. Oh no, no. It's no use sitting down. Don't walk around with a frown. Oh no, keep looking. It's no use sitting around with your head in your hands. Hold on, keep looking.
Okay, Dave, what do you have?
My next song is a Rod Temperton penned song, and urban legend has it that this song was one of many that Rod wrote for Thriller, but ended up wasn't being used by Thriller, and so it ended up being recorded by the Manhattan Transfer, and it did chart as a song for them, although it didn't chart very highly. But the actual version that I'm thinking about was the cover done a couple years later by Anita Baker on her Rapture album. And the song is Mystery. Now, like I said, Kelly and I are huge Rod Temperton fans. We love so many of his songs. And this is one of those that we were very familiar with as a song before we had any idea that Rod Temperton was involved in it. And after I heard Anita's version, I had no idea why that wouldn't have become a single. Now, the only problem is Anita's Rapture album was really one of the pinnacle albums of her career. And there were 5 other songs released as singles. So maybe that might explain it. If there's a total of 8 songs and 5 of them are already released, maybe they're not going to work too hard to get a 6th one out there. But I think in this case, they probably should have made an exception. And by the way, I happen to know that there were a couple of our favorite artists that were involved in the Rapture album as well. So Greg Fillingades is one of those. He's been somebody that has worked with her on a number of her productions. But anyway, the song is Mystery. The artist is Anita Baker, and let's take a listen.
dreams go on forever. Oh, there's still time to lock away the sadness. Let the secrets of love start to smile. Baby, believe in the best story like it used to be. Baby, bring back all the passion to my heart. I can remember the tender days, all the love we made. Can't you see I need your magic here tonight? Lonely spirits seem to whisper in the wind. It's a starlight song that's never meant to be. Since the dawn of time, the mystery never ends. We could fight forever if we let love
Okay, Kelly, you're up.
My next song is Working Day and Night by Michael Jackson. I was shocked to find out when we were researching for the podcast, probably either the Michael Jackson episode or the Quincy episode, that this song was not released as a single. And I know I heard it on the radio a ton of times. It was written by Michael Jackson and produced by Quincy Jones. It was the B-side to Rock With You. The song's tempo is 128 beats per minute, making it one of Jackson's fastest songs. Were you shocked that this was not a single, Dave?
Well, I think it goes back to the comment I made just about Rapture. It's like so many songs, and you can't release them all. So yeah, but no, you're right. I mean, this is a great song, and definitely, the collaboration of Quincy and Michael was just legendary, and it seemed like everything that they touched was incredible. So yeah,
Yes.
definitely deserves to be on this list.
Right. So let's listen to Working Day and Night.
Ooh, my honey, you got me working day and night. Ooh, my sugar, you got me working day and night. Scratch my shoulder, it's aching, make it feel alright. When this is over, loving you will be so right. I often wonder if loving you will be tonight. But what is love, girl, if I'm always satisfied? Ooh, that's what got me working day and night, and I'll be working right up to midnight. You got me working day and night. You got me working day and night. You got me working day and night. You got me working day and night.
Okay, Dave, what do you have for us?
Okay, to finish out this list is a song that you personally introduced me to, although I'm not sure you intended. But when Kelly and I first met each other and were communicating about songs and artists that we loved, one of the first artist name that she threw out there was Scritti Politti. And of course, my my response to that was, "Oh yeah, Perfect Way," as if Scritti was a one-hit wonder. And Kelly very quickly admonished me and said, "No, they've got lots of great music. You have to listen to Cupid and Psyche 85, and you have to listen to Provision, and you have to listen to Enemy and Bonamy." Actually, I
I'm
think you
going to
said,
correct you. I'm going to correct you. I didn't say
yeah,
Provision. I said Anime and Bonamy and Cupid and Psyche 85.
that's right. That's right. Yeah. And so, as a good soldier, as a good trooper, as a good follower, I started with Cupid and Psyche 85, and then I went in chronological order. So that Provision was second. Even though you didn't tell me to listen to that, I then listened to that. And the first couple of notes of "Boom, There She Is," or is it "Boom, There She Was"?
Boom, there she was.
Yeah, okay. After the first couple of notes of "Boom, There She Was," I was hooked. I thought this is really great. Well, the very next song was a song called "Overnight," and I guarantee you, Kelly, you did not hear this on the radio because this entire album I don't think it ever made it across the pond. So "Overnight" is a very kind of haunting song, and it's just delicious in so many ways. And it just hooked me. And I was literally on a road trip, and I was listening to the album from cover to cover. But once I hit "Overnight," I kept replaying it. I couldn't get off of that song. It was just so beautiful. And so to this day, it's still one of my all-time favorite songs that I would have never heard if I had never met Kelly. So let's take a listen to "Overnight," which of course is off the Provision album, and is, the main artists here are Green Gartside and David Gamson, and they're joined by Fred Maher on drums. So here is "Overnight."
When I was 17, tell us about it. There was a world to know about. Check it out. Every day I'd call her. What did she say? Is it over yet? Do you love me? Overnight, and while your troubles are away, under the stars up above, I'll build you another day. Close your eyes, I'll be home before it's light, and all the tears you cry will dry in the dead of night.
So Kelly, what did you think about our list?
I thought there was some absolute gems on there that never saw the light of day. And well, they did see the light of day. They just weren't released officially because some of them were definitely played on the radio, right? Yeah,
Oh yeah.
these songs deserve their moment in the spotlight, and this is why we did this episode.
Well put. We're going to sign off now. I'm going to go back to listening to all these songs on replay because I love them so much. And we hope that you've enjoyed this and that you're going to stay tuned for more from It's the Groove. As always, we ask you to like, comment, share, tell your friends. If you happen to run into Green Gartside, tell them that we'd love to have him on the podcast.
Yeah,
Or
tell him
Aletta
tell him we'll have plenty of Guinness for him. So he'll
There
come on
you
the
go.
podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
The Guinness is on us. Exactly. So we'll look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, remember, it's not the beat, it's the groove. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Your troubles are